Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fish and Life 93, and I'm going to show you how I make my boilies since they worked from the last carp video. So you want to take these whole wheat crackers, take half a bag worth from the Ziploc, and you smash it till it's really fine. Now you mash them, one of these, or you can use your hands like I did the first time. You have sore hands for a few days, but right. Once that's done, they're all fine. What you're looking for, and I put a hole in the bag. Put you one clip. So then you put it in the mixing bowl. Throw that out because that's not good now. If you have any bigger pieces left, just break it up nicely. And even, and now you add some flour. You want as much as you want because of the gluten. Now you mix it. I'll come closer and show you guys how I'm mixing it in. Get all that mixed together. What you want at the end is you want it to be not sticking to your finger, so if it's too dry, just add more cream corn to it. If it's too damp, just add more flour. You want it to be like a dough. So once that part's done, now we take Jello, and we are using the cherry flavor for this batch. Cherry and strawberries as the two best kinds that we caught fish on. Didn't catch anything on the raspberry, so I'm not making that kind again. And now you do the same thing, you mix that in all together. Two hands in there. Mix that nicely. Now we add 2 eggs. Now we got the cream corn. The lucky miss in here. Add a little bit. Worst comes to worst, I'll put more flour in. I'm gonna wear gloves because this gets really sticky on the fingers, and since I'm playing around with my phone camera for this, makes it a lot easier. I don't have to keep washing. Now you mix it together. throw the balls in. I fill that up every time, every batch. I'm gonna take this. Take a bit of a chunk. Roll it down, because this is very time consuming putting them in balls. Very time consuming, so you just roll it down. And then you take a knife, cut them in little pieces to the sizes that you want. And then you just roll them up into a ball. Pretty simple to do once they're done. You can put them to the size of hooks that you want. I use size 2 and size 4 hooks, and these are perfect size. Alright, so now that we're done, which I said it's time consuming, so if you have 2 people like I did, it goes a lot quicker. So now we're gonna put them in here, we're gonna boil them. So once the water starts to boil, we put them in. So now that the water's all boiled, that's where they get the name from boilies. Now you just throw them in. Even if they stick together whenever they go in, whenever you stir them around, they'll just break apart. I'll turn it down a bit so that they're not all ready before I even get them all in. That water is hot. It doesn't help whenever they stick to your fingers until it touches the water. Now, take something with holes in it, and now you just stir it around. It breaks them all up. As you can see now, they're all broken up. And now we wait for them to float up, and once they float up, within 5 minutes, they're ready to go. So right now, as you guys can see, they are starting to float. So that means they're almost ready. Within another minute or so, they'll all be floating. Set it away. I'm gonna get a cookie sheet with some paper towel on. Get the excess water off of it. That's why it's handy to use one of these with holes, because then water goes right through, saves half the work. And as you can tell, they're pretty much all floating. So now you take the ones that are floating, right onto the cookie sheet. And the last one just float. Two last ones just floated up. At the bottom. Nope, that's all of them. Now, shake them around, spread them out, the water off. And now I'm going to switch them over to another cookie sheet on more paper towel, and then spread them out, and then within a few minutes they'll be ready to bag and freeze. So now we're going to transfer them to the other sheet. And then we're going to do the same thing. Spread them out a bit. Now we will let them cool down for a few minutes, and they're all settled, but as you can see, they're all rubber. Whenever they dry out, they'll be a lot stiffer. So guys, now they're hard. They're ready to bag and freeze, so they stay fresh. And that's how you make some boilies. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I kept my word. I'll make you guys a video if they worked. Until next time.